Yes, Rory. We're gonna get into that still. We're gonna get into that. Absolutely gonna get into that, bro. We're gonna get into the thoughts of the Newcastle Arsenal game, but we got Carabao Cup to go on. You get what I'm saying? Bear me for a second. Plenty to talk about. Could talk about Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea scraping their way through. Absolute madness. Shout out Duke. What are you telling me, bro? A lot to get into, you know. Big up Duke the man. What are you telling me, bro? Yeah, we're gonna get into the Newcastle Arsenal game. Night owl sessions. Just a quick one. You get what I'm saying? All the big games are coming on the weekend. Champions League still to come. Big up Rory. 7 wins out of 7. Boy, it's a Q&A thing, man. Love to hear you lot's thoughts. To get what I'm saying? Isak finally gets off the mark. EKITIKE gets sent off. Could that be a big blow for Liverpool? Even though they got all them players, he got his second yellow card, scored his goal. It's going to be competitive between EKITIKE and Isak. He got his goal, took it nicely. To be fair, it is what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out to everyone inside, man. Hit the like buttons as soon as you come in. Q&A, man. You can join the panel if you want. No, not panel. You can join the live if you want. Just a quick late one. All good, bro. Just home from work. Come on, respect to the workers, them. Do you get what I'm saying? Man respects the grind, you know, like that. I have to respect the grind. Look at the bun once. You see Isak scored. Yeah. With the eyes emoji. Nah, he took it well. Get me a bit of a mistake. But it was latched on to pass to him. You know what he can do. Do you get what I'm saying? Is this it now? Is it many more to come? EKITIKE still banging. Do you get what I'm saying? I think he's low key. Should be getting a bit more respect than he's getting. That's the one player I really wanted. EKITIKE. You all know that. Everyone knows that. Do you get what I'm saying? Liverpool again. Southampton. Get him a good fight. Somehow Liverpool do it again. 7 out of 7. They put you wouldn't say that wasn't their first team, but they got the two players out there to do a job that should be doing a job against Southampton. Could have done better, but it don't matter. They got the win. Shout out to Chills. Big up my brother. Chelsea scraping their way through. They had a decent, strong enough team, to be honest. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Chelsea, are they on slight fraud watch? Let me know in the chat what you think of Chelsea's Q&A. Whatever you want to ask me, football, anything. Let's talk it out. If we're gonna bring up a subject, let's talk it out, man. Anything. Footy, games, teams. Let's have a conversation. Chiesa was balling out tonight as well. You know what, Duke? That's one player as well. Like, yeah, EKITIKE scored and I'm bigging him up, but that touch. And it just feels like he give him more game time and more minutes, and he's been getting on with it. You get what I'm saying? He's getting on with it. He ain't moaning. He's just getting on with it, doing his job. And in more game minutes, he'll be another player really competing to get in that team. They can't all get in the team. But you know what? He's coming true, man. Big up Heskey each and every time. Is that what man's calling it? Is that what man said? Isak, 2 goals. Yeah, they both got their goals. You can tell EKITIKE is low key, like, no, I'm not having it. All the noises about Isak, when he's gonna hit and get off the mark. You get what I'm saying? Rare. But EKITIKE, you get me? Some people are mocking him for over celebrating, which got him sent off, taking his shirt off against a Southampton team. But you know what, bro? Probably he's celebrating it. He shows how much passion he's got, that he means business. You get what I'm saying? That should have been us. Yeah. Newcastle fans thinking we're not thinking that no more. But once upon a time, I'm not gonna lie, I did openly and loudly and with chest. And now it's gonna be them two, man. Whether EKITIKE starts on the left and Isak when he starts getting game after game time, depending on how often Slot wants to use him, doesn't have to use him that often, does he? Still got Gakpo and their man there, Salah. Nah, it's a cheat code. It's a cheat code. This is FC Ultimate Football. You know, like that. But yeah, once upon a time, I thought that it weren't to be. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I can hate all I want or not hate, but football is football. Do you get what I'm saying? And if we're going to chat ball, Q&A, if you want to chat about Isak, you want to chat about EKITIKE, I have to. And it's scary. You man still ain't bloody clicked, as they say. We got to all the Liverpool fans in there. Shout out to everyone in there. You get me? All the ops and whoever's coming in. Make sure you hit them like buttons as soon as you're coming in. Just a quick little Q&A. You know how I do. Night owl sessions. Yeah, shout out to Georgie One Foot. Big up to the Leicester City crew. Long time. Big up. You know what I'm saying? The real generational talent. Hey, let me tell you something. Liverpool start to piss people off. You get what I'm saying? Openly and loudly. I don't know how they're man there. And big up Rio on the left as well. Already at his young age, you start to see teams now looking to double up on him. For his age and his feet, even his strength. You get me? Wasn't the greatest all night, but he's young, but he done his bit. He took on his man. You get what I'm saying? So they got one for the future or one for now. But yeah, Isak got his goal just before the halftime break. Halftime, there was something weird at halftime. Don't know what that was about. Got him running up and down the pitch at halftime. Then he got taken off. EKITIKE comes on and now he scores. If one ain't scoring, the other one will, or they both will. And when they click, and it's already 7 out of 7, depending on what happens on the weekend, Liverpool could be all bloody what? 8 points clear, like they can go further and further away. It's madness. Don't know if any of you saw the game. What your thoughts was? Are you worried that if Isak clicks, it could be the end for the rest of the Prem, Arsenal, and all them teams there? Hope you win at the weekend. Big up, Chills. We're gonna get into that. Got a question earlier on my thoughts on the Newcastle Arsenal game. It's not as confident as I would have been in the past, and it's not because we ain't got Isak. It's just certain things I'm gonna delve into. To get what I'm saying? That one there, that Newcastle Arsenal game is definitely gonna be about the battle of the midfield for me. I hope Arteta is stubborn again and goes with that defensive midfield three. He probably will because he knows how our bully boy is in the three. Especially when we're up for big games. You know how we get down. Joe Linton, Tonali, Bruno G and that. Shout out to Solo. Big man, you can tell the transfer window is closed. Our views. Hey, brother. Hey, the Av room is a real thing, bro. That shit's definitely closed. And it's done and dusted. It is reality what it is now. The reality is that's all that talk and hype and back and forward. It's done now. The reality is, and I said it to myself, once that man gets his first goal, and you already got EKITIKE doing his thing, it could be a problem. And then man haven't clicked it. Shout out to Gunner 93. Big up, Dread. Yeah, man. Big up to you each and every time, man. You get what I'm saying? EKITIKE definitely over celebrating because Isak is on his mind. You feel so? If Isak didn't score, EKITIKE doesn't take off his shirt, showing his name. Yeah, that part was a bit mental still. Taking off the shirt, silly mistake. You got overexcited, but I'm cool with that. You want to see he plays with passion and all them things. Do you get what I'm saying? But when the man started to pull it up and show his number and his name, I thought you're doing a bit too much. And you might have a point there. Shout out to Emil. You might have a point in the sense of my man just probably got that passion that you scored and the passion to say, yeah, you started my man. We're competing for certain places in there. And if he can score, I can score too, type of thing. Maybe he was. We already know your name. Give Chiesa his Chiesa has to get his credit. That touch, you get me? You should have been celebrating or thanking Chiesa straight away. And when he done that madness with his shirt, you saw Frimpong run over him to say, like, yo, what you doing? Put your shirt back on. By then the damage is done. And low-key, don't get it twisted. Low-key, Slot will be pissed with him. Because some may think that Isak was probably going to start against Palace. Tough game away. Don't ever get it twisted. I think he will somehow still win, whether it in a good way or scrape it. You just got to fucking know how right now. Liverpool making me sick, bro. You ain't got to play great. You already have many points clear. You know what I'm saying? But Slot, I think, will low-key be pissed that EKITIKE has gone on to do that. And now he's definitely forced to start Isak in that Palace game. He probably wants to do the same thing again in a circle rotation. EKITIKE finishes the game, he starts the game, Isak comes on against Palace. He's going to have to start Isak now. So EKITIKE fucked up there big time. Shout out to everyone in there still. You get what I'm saying? Okay then, say no more. Shout out to Georgie. Reply back to Emil there. My baller back in the day. Yeah. Okay, I don't know who you're referring to, Georgie. But yeah, man, the Carabao Cup. Chelsea looking kind of like Nah, Chelsea. Yeah, you could say they got many different players, and obviously they can't gel with some of the different players chucked in different games. But Lincoln City away, they went ahead first. Awful defending, in my opinion. They had a pretty decent, strong enough team. They had Hato on the left, Jorgensen in goal, who was having a bit of a stinker for me. I don't know who's worse off, him or Sanchez. But it's going to be Jorgensen in goal for the next few games because obviously he got sent off. But they had Hato on the left, they had Fofana, Chalobah at the back. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? Like, do you get what I'm saying? They had their captain, he played. The jury's still out on Fernandez for me. Do you get what I'm saying? He played, and yeah, it was a bit weird. You had Gittins on the right, your Garnacho play, your Tyreek George. That was a good goal from him, by the way. But Chelsea scraped through. It's crazy. Do you get me? Are Chelsea on fraud watch? That's what I want to ask you, though. Are they on fraud watch? Is it too early to be doubting them on certain things? Were there certain Chelsea fans overgassed? Because I thought Chelsea would be doing things this season. Still early doors. But when I'm seeing certain decisions from Maresca, like you saw against Man United, which was unnecessary for me to take off 3 of attacking players because you could have to 10 men early in the game, I was thinking, no, this is a bit weird. If you got a man like that making decisions with Chelsea, don't know whether you're coming or you're going. Do you get what I'm saying? Brighton on a madness tonight. Be a tough game for Chelsea on Saturday. Hey, look out for that one. But you know what? Brighton tend to, in these cup games, especially against the lower teams or the early stages, they tend to batter teams, not just 4-0 or 3-0. It's usually like 6-0. You get me? That brother there, Gomez, don't know where Brighton find these players from or do their data work, but yeah, obviously it's a complete different ball game, different competition, different competitive levels when they're going to go against Chelsea. But you know what? I'll put Brighton to beat them, you know. I'm not going to lie. Don't know what you don't think. Do you think Brighton could, do you think that's a 3 points for Brighton? Let a man know. And I get, you're funny, Georgie one. I just clock what you're saying because my man, okay. Yeah, we got Emma Heskey in the building. Your jokes. Hey, Heskey was doing bits. Yeah, people talk about Liverpool and that. Heskey, old school. Man done bits at Leicester. You get me? Under Martin O'Neill. But yeah, watch out for Brighton though. That's gonna be an interesting one. Don't know what you don't think about that game. Shout out to everyone inside the building. You heard Ortega is worse than Sanchez. Bruv, the jury's out, boy. Fuck knows. Is it? Who said that though? That's crazy. Big up to Chills in the building. Shout out to everyone in there. Run up your questions. Join the panel if you want to join the panel. It's Q&A, man. Let's just do this. The Newcastle Arsenal game's coming up. Like I said, that's going to be mad interesting. Usually I got chess for them games there. You get me? But got a few concerns Newcastle going forward with goals and that. Hope you, man, do Arsenal over. This will be good for Liverpool. Fuck you know. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we win, it's all good. Because I'm concentrating on Newcastle, obviously. Definitely be good for Liverpool, of course. And if Liverpool win away against Palace, it just gets further and further away. Do you get what I'm saying? And then man ain't even clicked it. That's the crazy thing about it. But no, but real talk. How sustainable is that though, anyway? Because I keep saying Liverpool will click, but they ain't clicked yet. Is it gonna be one of them mad seasons where we're gonna be saying Liverpool ain't clicked for the rest of the season, but somehow they still managed to win the league? Not by a few points, by a canter. It's not impossible. It's mental, but I think they will click at some point, naturally. Jorgensen worse than Sanchez. Yeah, you know, I thought, you know what? Yeah, it's debatable, you know. Every time Jorgensen gets a chance, certain shit I saw today, some of the clips and some of the highlights, I said, damn, there's no way, even myself could have thought Chelsea could really go for a title, let alone just easily qualify for the Champions League because I think their squad is, it's like, the defense ain't really all that, in my opinion. For Fofana, I think is good. He will definitely not stay fit. How long can Reece James stay fit for? Sanchez, he had some pundits backing him saying, if you look at the stats, he's had the most save or a certain amount of time or or last season or whatever. But I'm thinking sometimes stats ain't all what it's made out to be. Like I said yesterday, with Nick Pope, people used to argue with me and say he's a great shot stopper. Still is. But you can be a great shot stopper, save goals all day long, have all these stats, But if every game or every other game you got a howler in you, then all the stats are relevant. You cost the team. Sanchez pissed off a lot of people. He pissed off FPL players, fantasy players, pissed off me. You get me? If you're a betting man and you got certain bets in the game, he fucked that up as well. No, it's madness. Neto was pissed. Esteval to come off because of Sanchez's nonsense. And then that forced Maresca into showing his true colours of what a madman he is. It's not like it's 80 minutes in the game. It's like early in the game, okay, you take off one attacking player, but you need some outlet. It's pissing down with rain. It can go either way. But he put in the white towel. He fucked the towel in for me once he done that early in the game. And now Chelsea, people are looking at Chelsea a bit left now. And that linking game, it went no E that plays on the pitch. They had a captain on the pitch. I had the two centre backs who play often. So I don't know, man. Our Chelsea on food watch. You get what I'm saying? It's a madness. Read some of these comments here. They don't give up. Yep, I hear that, Chills. If your friend talked about before. Them 2 goals against Southampton, I was there as a little kid. Now, Georgie, big up to Emma Heskey, man. The original Emma Heskey, but big up Emma Heskey in the building as well. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You get me? Don't forget to hit them like buttons when they're coming in. It's free. Just tap that Q&A. Talk whatever you want to talk about. You get me? Whatever questions you got. Like I started off in the stream early in the stream, Liverpool are pissing me off. Do you get what I'm saying? Not that my team is direct rival with them. I'm not going to sit here and say that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not low-key thinking the longer Isak doesn't score or settle, the more better I feel. Like, of course. But let's kick into reality. Isak ain't no mug. Once he starts, he ain't going to stop. I can tell you that. It's scary. And man ain't even clicked it. They ain't even clicked it, and they got a man like EKITIKE just bag on form. Shout out to Nez. Big up to owners in the building. Big up right back up to you. Shout out to all the night owl session people up at this time, whether you're at work, whether you're flipping, I don't know, in bed with your missus, chilling, or you just can't sleep. Some men have sleeping problems, you know, or you just like staying up late, like me, like a madman. But that's down to my schedule and my days. But it's a night owl settings. You get me? Sessions, not settings, sessions. Either with a man them or by myself. I do this in it daily. Catch you for my live watch alongs as well. If you're interested, obviously, it's in the Bradford game. It could be a howler, but I die at home. Newcastle defending their Carabao Cup. Yeah, I said it. Don't laugh at me. You get me? With our special Carabao Cup winners badge. We'll be live watch along tomorrow for that one. Definitely catch you for the Newcastle Arsenal live watch along 4:30 p.m. on a Sunday. You know I'm there. That's going to be a real one. You know what I'm saying? Man like Big Joe says we're winning the league. This is what I'm saying. That's why I hate the chest of Liverpool. It's fucked. Imagine knowing your team ain't been playing that great and it's like, whatever. You get me? But so-and-so points ahead. EKITIKE still banging. Our main man, who's slowly coming in, he's off the mark now. And this is where it probably starts. And I wonder how that's going to be. Like I said, Slot will make it work. I don't think it's difficult. If you play them both together, you can have EKITIKE in the left, Isak in the middle, they can switch. Bamboozle the opponent. Isak done that many times for us. You switch anywhere. Deep, right, left. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be interesting, but it could be scary. It could be scary. And you're going to help us when you draw or beat Arsenal. You know, them ones. What, you man really looking for favours from Newcastle, yeah? That's what we're doing. But yeah, we'll be concentrating on our job. You get me? But real talk. Newcastle need to start scoring some more goals because you can say it's early doors for any team. You get what I'm saying? Even with Arsenal, I see some Arsenal fans panicking a bit because Liverpool, they could run if shit goes left. Lucky they got that draw against City. They should have done better and got the win, really. If it went down for Arteta's, I don't know if he's scared, inept, ignorant, stubborn, or scared. He's probably stubborn why he started that same shit he done against Liverpool. You're at home at the Emirates. You're supposed to be title contenders. You're supposed to put the belief in your players that you're title contenders every day. Every day their players should be believing when they're eating with the players in the cafeteria, when they go home to eat with their family, when they're in their bed with their missus. That should be on their mind. We're title. We can do this. We're title winners. Think it in your head. But then when you see your gaffer put out defensive 3, and you already know you got a defense, you got 4 centre backs anyway, technically. So overall, you got 7 defensive players at home to a Man City team that I wouldn't say is dusty, but they ain't the Man City of old as it stands. You're supposed to be title contenders. And you're basically playing 7 defensive players against Man City. And you got man like Eze and so on the bench. They don't send out a good message to the fans or the players. Do you get what I'm saying? And then when shit gets real now, then you put them on. Lo and behold, you get the equaliser late. If you did that in the first place, then what? So, but they're lucky they never lost that game. Because if Newcastle, if we do go and beat Arsenal, and Liverpool continue to do the fucking madness that they're doing, whether they play good or not, then what? You could be right, Big Joe. The league could be done. That's what you don't want. You want to see some competitiveness. But I dare Arteta to do that again. She probably will, because he's stubborn. It feels like for Arteta, the more noise he hears, the more noise Arteta hears, or the negativity. Because remember, look, we're living in a modern day where you can't block out. You can't just block out all the noise. It's in your face. We live in a social media madness world. You get what I'm saying? And it just feels like, I could be wrong, but from the outside looking in, and fuck what Arteta says. I don't think no one's going to be listening to him no more. And he's rude anyway. He gets a bit touchy in interviews and press conferences. I go by his actions. So that tells me you're just ignorant and you're going to keep doing it your way, block out all the noise. And if you get it right and you do win a title or something your way, then he can say, ha ha, look at all you naysayers. That's selfish. It's supposed to be a we thing, not a me thing. But yeah, I dare him to play that mid 3 against Newcastle at St. James's. And again, that would just show your brain ain't in this title contender thing. And you're probably aiming about you're scared. It must be just an ignorant thing. Or you're just too cautious. You're like, see how it goes, and then. But for me, that's reactive. You got to be proactive. And it's my opinion. I don't know what all of you lot think, yeah? My opinion, I don't know what you lot think, but I just feel like if you're going for a title, obviously you got to take risk as well. If you're supposed to be title contenders for how many years in a row, always second best. For me personally, especially this set piece business, yeah, they're going to the set piece business and all that, but for me, that's not how you win a title. That's not how I've seen teams win title. You get me? Doing the same old thing, you're basic, you're going defensive. You don't need to be that defensive. You got a back four that's calm already. Let your players shine. Let them take risks. Free up the shackles a bit. You get what I'm saying? Play for Gyökeres. Gyökeres ain't no Isak, where Isak can just create something himself when the chips are down or whatever. You have to play for that player. Play for him. Madueke, fuck, you know. I'm hearing this guy's out for what? Is it 6 weeks or some shit like that? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can't make this shit up. If you see how many of attacking players in 2025 that's been on the injury list for Arsenal, it's mental. It's mental. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat though. If you're coming in, hit them like buttons to get me. Q&A, plenty to chat about. I want to say this to you. I know we were bantering over the summer about Isak, but you made me laugh. So entertaining. And you have a sub now. Nah, big up. Look, man, I'm easy, bro. You get me? You know me, bro. I just keep it 100 in it. If people engage, you engage. I do this by myself sometimes. I like doing this by myself sometimes. If there's engagement, I like people to ask questions or have a conversation, or as a community, have a conversation about certain things. Anything, to be honest, not just football. That's why it's night owl sessions. You understand? So big up to everyone that's in there. Big up to the subs, old, new. If you're new to this, hit a sub. I do this daily, night owl sessions with my man them all by myself. You understand? My channel, not dealing with no one else or whatever. The grind is real. And we do this for the passion first before anything else. But without you lot, it don't make sense. The channel don't move in it. And without you lot, we can't engage. It's pointless, isn't it? So now I appreciate the love. You get what I'm saying? Appreciate the likes, the subs. If you're new to this, sub. We do this daily. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, Liverpool for me, I'm just slightly concerned. Not too concerned as, like I said, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I'm not in direct competition with you you Liverpool fans that are in the chat in general. But for me personally, nah, man. Just for competitiveness, imagine Liverpool just never click, but you win it. Last season didn't spend much. Slot's first season. Don't sleep on that. Let's not try and just forget about that. You got to give mad credit when credit's due. Man came in, didn't spend really, effectively not at all. Then people wonder how come Liverpool can spend so much. It's easy they can spend so much because they've hardly spent and their marketing and revenue is on top. Let's not get it twisted. So now, obviously, people just hating it because obviously they won the league and now they're spending mad. They don't even need Isak. Imagine that. Technically they do. You lost Diaz, Jota, RIP, and obviously Nunes, but it just seems like a cheat code. And you get me, credit to Liverpool, man. They're doing their thing. You get what I'm saying? But for competitiveness, for them, man, just to carry on throughout the whole season, and imagine they don't really click and win it. That's embarrassing. And Arsenal have spent. Don't get it twisted. You understand? Shout out to E Taylor. Where do you think Newcastle will finish? You know what, man? I just keep it a buck. Forget all the trolling and all whatever, and even the bant's part of things. Naturally, you lose a player like Isak. Fuck it, I'll keep it real. You lose Isak, regardless. I always felt like he's irreplaceable. Yeah, you give man a 125 mil. You give man whatever. Even if it was 150 mil, when we was going back and forward and saying, Specs, take the money. Rare. Take the money because you can reinvest. It happened to Liverpool. Blah, blah, blah. I hear it, but let's not get it twisted. It's a team effort. It's a collective thing. But he was a big part of how we play, our play, and going forward. And he bagged a lot of goals. Him and Murphy last season were on smoke for goals and assists. So now we've got to find a new main man, which was Wisa. You can't make this shit up. He's out for 5 weeks. Then he's got to get match fit again and match sharpness. He even played a game for us yet. Do you understand? So to your question, Taylor, when Wisa does come back, and has to get match fit and get into the swing of things, before you know it, he has to fuck off to the AFCON. And then what? So already as it stands, who we relying on? Playing Gordon as a fake centre forward, that don't work. That's dead. Will Osila, he's not ready or ever will be ready. I don't know, but I like his energy and he actually plays for the shirt. Walter Made, you can rely on him for the whole season. That can't run. You can't play him all the time. He's still new to us as well. I'm still working at if they're gonna train him or coach him into not cutting back so deep because I like him. I think he's cold, Walter Made, and I think there's so much more to come. But I don't like the fact of cutting back too deep. Maybe that's him because he's not getting a service and he can't help himself, and he's a cam as well, or more of a cam. I think he thinks in his head, unusual one, 6'6" techers with his feet. But already I'm seeing in all the games he's been in, he'll cut back a bit deep, and I'm thinking, okay, when we're on the transition, who the fuck are we going to pass it up to in that central role up front in the final third? That's my concern. And we're not scoring enough goals per se for me as it stands. Still early doors, but I'm on the verge of being concerned. You get what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's all good defensively being okay, but then if that goes tits up, then what? Then Ramsey, you can't make this shit up. You're always concerned about his injury woes and all that coming from Aston Villa. He's been okay of late. He's come to Newcastle. PSR issues for Aston Villa. I feel for them. Ramsey's coming. And lo and behold, Sean Longstaff, we sold. Then we bring the likes of Ramsey, you know what I'm saying, midfielder for midfielder, etc. And the guy that's made Ramsey injured was Sean Longstaff in that Leeds game. You can't make this shit up. And all now, I'm getting on clarity because I didn't see Eddie Howe's latest press conference earlier today. All now, I've not seen where or how or if he's coming back. I haven't seen an update, if there is even an update on Ramsey. So when you ask me whether I think Newcastle will finish, bro, we're not Chelsea, we're not Liverpool, where we can have a big enough proper competitive squad or Arsenal, we are who we are. We are where we are. Obviously, the PSR and all that. We won't get into that today, but I probably will, because that still frustrates me. But I was pretty content with my what's it called? With my in the end of how it worked out for the transfer window, all things considering. Do you get what I'm saying? All things considering of when our transfer window was tits up, the whole Isak saga was going on. I had issues with the board, no CEO, no sporting director, some blame Hal for it or whatever, blah blah, all the nonsense. But all things considering, I was content with how the transfer window ended. But the fact that the injuries are so early, I don't know, man. That could be a hinder. Then you're playing 3 games a week. That's a lot on average. Like, I'm already feeling it already, quick and fast. You playing what is it, Barca? You're playing Bournemouth. Bang! We've got Bradford at home to defend our Carabao Cup. Then we've got to go at home against Arsenal. Then after that, we've got to do the Champions League away. It's mad. And is it sustainable in that sense? So that could be a hinder on our Premier League finish. So as it stands, it's a tricky one. If everyone stays fit, which already ain't happened, and Walter Marley can really hit the ground running, he's still got to give him time as well. He scored in his debut. That's a good sign. If he can get on it, you get what I'm saying? I thought, what's his name? Elanga had a decent game. He's basic Elanga for me. Direct, pace, that's his main attributes. Carry on doing that. And someone in the box that can actually finish and consistent and stay fit reasonably over the season and keep the level of energies up. And Eddie Howe, learning from 2 seasons ago, when he was in the Champions League, as a coaching staff, medical, physios, how to management the players during these quick and fast games. I said there's no reason why Newcastle shouldn't be pushing for top 6. Will we get Champions League? I don't know. That's not a given. The last time we were in that, as you saw, I don't think we were expecting to get to that. Next season, fucked up. Injuries was a big part to play in that. Lucky we even finished 7th. And I was pissed at the time we didn't qualify for the Conference League, because Man United decided they wanted to beat Man City in the final, and then Chelsea ended up getting the Europa Conference, and then Man United got that Europa League, which they got to the final of both Dusty, them and Spurs. You can't make this shit up. Then Spurs scammy their way into the Champions League. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's a gift and a curse, because at the time I said, pissed, I want some Europe. Once you get some Europe, if you're the likes of me, a Newcastle fan, and I can only speak for myself, if you're a Newcastle fan, and God knows I've seen championship days, I've seen non-existent seasons for years under Ashley, then you get back to the promised land, you get back to the Champions League or any form of Europe, I would have been happy. Like, I would be stunned we got any part of Europe that first season that we qualified for the Champions League. But it was the Champions League, group of death and all that. Great nights. Had one great night against PSG where no one gave us hope. Get me 4-1. Never forget that. So once you get that feel for it, you want it again. Just like winning the Carabao Cup. You can call it Tin Cup, Mickey Mouse Cup, all they want. You get what I'm saying? But for me, and to us Newcastle fans, that means the world. I've been supporting Newcastle since 1996. September to be exact, because of the great Alan Shearer. And I ain't seen my team win nothing of significant of a trophy, call it Tin Cup, wherever you want, until that moment. That's why people were laughing when the way we were over celebrating how many thousands in the basically I call it the Forest in Newcastle celebrating. Get me, we all love our clubs. I love football. I'm passionate. Football's deeper than just football to me. It's a distraction as well from real life. Do you understand? It's all tribalism. We love our clubs. Yeah, I'm from London, Tottenham, born and bred, literally minutes away from Tottenham Hotspurs. People still call me a madman. They don't get it. How's a black Rasta man from Tottenham supporting Newcastle United? It doesn't add up. But if you don't know, you can check in the channel. The main reason is Alan Shearer. Obviously, there's context to that. Some in there already know why. But yeah, when you get a feel for that Europe and cups and all that, you want it again. It weren't to be. So it's not a given. So to be honest, as it stands, only as it stands, it's not easy in this league, man. Especially when I will bring up PSR, when it stops certain clubs from elevating, have to sell and all that. And then the other clubs naturally, not no fault of their own, the likes of Liverpool's and all that, or some of them anyway, they organically can keep growing and growing, and then the gap gets a bit wider. It's hard for the likes of Newcastle, Aston Villa, I dare say even Forest to compete with these guys, man. Some people sick of me of saying it, but the reality is the reality. Let's keep it real. PSR does not, it doesn't add up. It's not, it's there because the top so-called sixes moaned about it. As soon as they knew Newcastle were going to get their get-go, they're like, okay, ding, ding, ding. Everyone starts crying and moaning. Major concern. Richard Masters and all the crooks were like, okay, let's just all of a sudden bring PSR. PSR is for teams like Bury and them fucking teams there that went into bus. PSR is for teams like Morecap who nearly fucked up, but they got saved and they got their thing and they got their people them running the club and they got that guy in situ, the new coach in situ. You understand? That's for them lot, not for teams in the Prem. Like, let it make, like, does it make sense? Call it what it is. We've got a state-run club, yeah? Okay. The richest owners in the world, by a long mile, blow everyone away. Richest, yeah? So, how is Newcastle going to go into bus or, oh shit, like, we're there to protect the clubs, protect the supporters from your club going to liquidation and all that shit? That's not going to happen. Then I have some fucking people, some idiots tell me, oh, but what if overnight the Saudis want to sell? So, what does that mean? If you sell, then another person comes in. The Premier Leagues make too much money, especially if you're a regular Premier League team. PSR, it doesn't exist for clubs in the Prem, especially the mainstays. It don't. So what is it really for? We all know what it's for. So that plays a part in it as well. So it's not a given. It's not easy to get in the Champions League. I say top six, roughly around that. You lot tell me your thoughts. Where do you think your club will finish? Do you have any concerns for your club? If so, what is it? What do you think of my club? What do you think of Altamade? Do you think Newcastle can hack games every 3 days a week, 3 times a week on average with our squad? Shout out to Tanguy. Crystal Palace are unbeaten in 17 games. Could be first game. Liverpool drop points. You know what? I was on the phone to a friend. I said, you know what? That's gonna be that should be a good one. That's a big one for me. People might say, oh, it's Palace, whatever, but no. All things considering what Tanguy just said as well. Yo, Palace on the day can beat anyone. They don't mugs. They've kept fucking Mark Gurhey against his will. Glasner, you get me? And all them man there. So it'll be tough. But you know what? This is Liverpool, man. And they're champions for a reason. And we say they ain't clicked, but they got a striker on form banging goals. They ain't clicked, but they keep getting these bloody late goals. Bar the Everton game, but still, you get what I'm saying? Or the Southampton game you saw today, yes, they made a lot of changes, but they still have some proper ballers on the pitch. You get what I'm saying? They just somehow got that. It's that champions. That's the difference between Arsenal and Liverpool. That mindset. Do you get what I'm saying? It's that mindset. That call it that monster mentality. They've got winners, international winners, and club winners. The know-how. And once you win that league, I suppose you got that know-how and that mentality of like, never say never, never give up. That game against Burnley, couldn't believe they squeezed them out for a pen. It's fucked. It's either they push until someone makes a mistake or the pressures get onto them and they get a pen or last minute goal, or even the goal for the Van Dijk scored, was it? I swear it was him against Atletico Madrid. It's like them man just don't give up. Today I thought, okay, Southampton, they're pushing. You're thinking, where's it gonna go? And Chiesa's touch, people don't sleep on that. You get me? EKITIKE will get the headlines, and for wrong reasons as well, because he got overgassed. I don't blame him for celebrating his passion. You want to see your striker passion, that ego as well, like to say, yeah, you want to keep chatting about Isak, you want to keep this and that, I'm here. World Cup season as well. I want to be in that French squad. You understand? He's got something to really play for and prove. And he's doing bits. I wasn't surprised. Hence why I wanted him so much. Do you understand? But he got overgassed for me when he started taking off showing his number and name. Like, my jigger, we know your name. But I hear it. It's almost indirectly saying, yo, you never forget about me. I'm your guy. And you kind of envy that. That's why I get fucking trolled even till now with that whole hashtag both of them madness. When I generally was on fucking stream, genuinely believed, and it's not a bad thing of me dreaming or thinking, yeah, why not? Genuinely believed before the whole Isak thing really sinked in. I actually thought to blood clot we're gonna have Ekitike and Isak. Imagine I actually believed that. To the point where debating with people saying, "Oh, we could play a 4-4-2." That was the new fucking hashtag trend. Lo and behold, Ekitike's fucked off to Liverpool. I'm like, oh shit. I'm thinking, no, we're definitely keeping Isak. Then that made it even more. That pissed off the Isak camp even more. And lo and behold, we've gone from a 4-4-2 to a 4-4-0. That's the hashtag they're telling me now. You man are doing your thing. You get what I'm saying? Chill said he'll definitely use them players at St. James's and Saka in Noni's out. Noni's out from that could be a big blow. Lucky Saka's come in, but I thought Managerial has been kind of a energetic, bright spark for Arsenal out of so-called others. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's a mad for me. That's a blow for Arsenal. But yeah, that question I was saying, I reckon does he dare go with that same midfield defensive three? Go seven defensive players because he could be worried about the bully boys for my team in the middle. So yeah, but for me, that's not a title mentality, man. Every flipping game, you should be going there looking to win, just like Liverpool is. Whether we play great or whether we play dead, we're gonna keep pushing. This moment, I think Arsenal should the same with the Arsenal game against Liverpool at Anfield. I don't think it's even a case of Arteta not learning. It's a stubbornness. It's almost a sickness. I call it narcissistic behavior. Mikel Arteta is a narcissist. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you disagree, tell me what you think Arteta's problem is. Do you agree that he's stubborn? Is he a narcissist? If everyone tells him one thing, he wants to do the complete opposite just for the sake of it. Get me? Big up to Kalanji LFC. Big up. I genuinely felt that Liverpool, don't underestimate them. They can be had at, but they're not getting had at. That's the problem. They can be had at, in my opinion, but they're not getting had at. The same, and I'm going to lie. People say you shouldn't be so upset when we lost against Liverpool, but we're down to 10 men because of the Liverpool supporter, Gordon. You can't make this shit up. And then flipping, I'm thinking, oh shit, down to 10 men. Well, yeah, we might do this. I actually thought Newcastle could have got the win. But I think we got a bit too excited, and then you also what happened. The 10-man showed right in the last towards the end when young Rio, big up to him, he got a play on your hands, made him Cobham, they say. Chelsea fans probably still a bit pissed about that one. They fucked up on that one, Rio, and he scored. So, bro, I think they can be had at Liverpool. Tell me if I'm wrong. Even if you're a Liverpool fan, do you think it can be had at as it stands? Well, obviously the answer is already no, because no one ain't doing it. So I think Arsenal missed a trick there. But it could have. But Arteta, he probably was playing that from a draw from the get-go. He thought the game's coming towards the end. I bring one or two attacking players. You bring on Max Dowman, big up to Max Dowman. But Anfield late in the game, what was the point of that? And then you also saw that magnificent mental free kick, referee camera angle of Szoboszlai. It's mad. And Szoboszlai didn't even start in his own position in that game. It's crazy. It's fucked. Man spent $1 billion to start 3 DMs. You can't make this shit up, Duke. This is what I'm saying. You can't make. So that's why I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I look at Arsenal fans, and I've got a lot of Arsenal fan friends. Obviously, I'm from London as well, and got one or two positive ones. But sometimes when the so-called toxic ones lose their fucking mind, I just leave them to it. Because looking from the outside in, I kind of look at it and think, even for the positive fans, that will piss them off. Like, yo, you're supposed to be title contenders. You went and got Eze and all them man there. I think Arsenal have got a proper. I think they've got a good squad, man. Let's keep it 100, all bants and all that shit. I think they've got a strong squad. Some actually think they've got a stronger squad than Liverpool. I beg you not tell me in the chat. I don't necessarily look at it that way. I'm not going to sit here and do the whole fucking like for like things, but at the top of my head. Would you agree? Even if you're a Liverpool fan or Arsenal fan, do you think that Arsenal got a stronger squad than Liverpool or vice versa? But what I do know, they're spending money. You get me? Would they ever sack Arteta? I don't know, but I believe I see the man in the crowd more often than not now, watching, man. And that's just ignorance. Ignorance to me. You're playing this City team. I didn't think Arsenal played great against Man City. I thought they're more huffed and puffed in the first half. Huffed and puffed, and then nothing's going on. Same old shit, the sideways thing. You're pushing, nothing's going on. Eucharist, dead. They say in the big games he's non-existent, but I don't think it's all on Gyökeres. It's easier to mock him and laugh and say he's wearing jeans and boots and that. But you know what? Play to his strengths, to blood clot. That's why you bought him. My jigger, what the fuck? Even I'm getting passionate about it, and that Arsenal ain't got nothing to do with me. Bring him on fucking Sunday. I'm up for that game. I'm not too confident like I would be. I'll get into that. Do you understand? So if you're supposed to be title contenders, and you're supposed to go bed at night thinking or believing that, is Arteta putting the belief in his players that we are fucking title contenders? Do you believe that? I'll tell you what, Liverpool players believe that, from the youngest to the oldest. They believe that. Man City, I won't sleep on them. I won't sleep on Man City. I don't know what you don't think. I won't sleep on Man City, but I don't think, well, Arsenal better back up their ideas, but I don't think they'll be necessarily fully there. They'll be there and thereabouts. It's a long season. It's still early. There's going to be injuries. You got a lot of things going on. Get me? Still early doors. But sometimes it's early doors which set precedent. Do you get what I'm saying? You got to play Liverpool early doors. Never got a draw. Got to play Man City at home early doors. Probably say, really, that kind of game you should have won. Every time it's supposed to be Arsenal season or a moment or a chance, you fluff it. Last year was supposed to be Arsenal season. Imagine that. Man like Slot coming, Premier League debut, didn't hardly spend. Yes, Klopp left him a blessed team. Maybe Klopp's low-key thinking like, fuck, where was all the money when I wanted to do certain things? But there's obviously context to that. So yeah, it's mad. Shout out to dude. When you say man spent all that and it's putting 3 DMs, I keep asking the question, is it ignorance? Is it stubbornness? Is it narcissistic? Is it inept? Can't be inept. Like, I tell you, it's not. It can't be inept. It has to be just ignorance. You know them sick man that will just keep doing something and keep doing it, and in his head he believes until he gets it right. Then he put the middle finger up at everyone. But that's a selfish act. It's very narcissistic. Shout out to Chills. What are you saying? Eddie Howe's got Arteta's number. Yeah, I said it the other day. Like, I said the other day, you get me? And real talk, big up to Marcel in the chat, by the way. Hit those like buttons if you ain't hit it yet. Be much appreciated. 40 of you in there at the moment. If you ain't hit that like button, real talk, it helps. It helps me. Get me? Just tap if you're coming in or out. Beg you hit that like button. That actually helps. Believe that. And if you're new to this sub, we do this daily, night hour sessions, Q&A. But yeah, I said that. I said Eddie Howe's got these. I ask people the question all the time. It's like people don't hear me. I just ask the question: is Eddie Howe a better coach or better manager than Arteta? Does Eddie Howe get better out of Arsenal, these players, out of the resources that Arteta is being given and the money? Does he get better out of the players than Arteta does? Does he do better than Arteta does? Does he win more trophies in those years Arteta's been at Arsenal? I beg you, let me know in the chat. I will get to it eventually. Trying to get through these chats, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Marcel. Respects my brother. What you saying? Yeah. Bless up. You're a fucking clown. You're trolling a clown, bro. Love you though, bro. It's all love. Keep grinding. The channel is growing, man. Yeah, I'm trying, bro. You get me? This is man like Marcel. Marcel's a madman. Marcel's one of them guys that will call you all kind of names in his fucking comment, you know, call you mug, this, that. He will laugh, then he'll be like, bless up, my bro. And he appreciates, man. I appreciate all of you that in there, man. Big up, man. Even the Liverpool fans. It was going off in the summer. Get me? Made a few acquaintances off that fuckery. Believe that shit. But yeah, big up to the channel, bro. It's a one-man team thing, bro. Get me, bro. Just do it on my own. Yeah, but also got my panel, do the night hour sessions at times. But because it is the night hour sessions, I can't expect people or sometimes bother to ask. They're like, yo, let's organize for a late night show. So more time. As long as you lot are in here and you can ask questions and engage, more time you see me on my Jack Jones do my night hour sessions. You feel me? Come on. So one-man army out here. You start on your own, you get me, you finish on your own. You get me? As they say, you're born on your own, you come on your own, you leave this earth on your own. You get me? You can't take nothing with you, apart from your pride. So yeah, man, it's a journey. I appreciate the subs. If you're new to this, hit a sub, night hour sessions. more or less a daily thing. Channel's growing, as Marcel said. You get me? Newcomers, old comers, and yeah, man. Big up, man. But yeah, we're just chatting about, like I said, Q&A. Ask me anything. You get me? The Newcastle Arsenal game coming up. Liverpool, can this be sustained? This kind of like, you know, just scraping or just getting the wins and they ain't even clicked yet. Blah, blah, blah. Put this charger in. So yeah. Q&A, man. And I love it. As long as you are in here, yeah. And even the silent listeners, big up to the silent listeners as well. But yeah, man, big up. I appreciate you. Get me? Each real talk. I appreciate you lot. Real talk, because that it doesn't work if you like about Liverpool should beat Crystal Palace, but it doesn't mean they will sell. They will. That's true. But I just Liverpool would come like that boogeyman team to blood clot. They will get you either way. Selhurst Park gives Palace an opportunity for me. No, they definitely got. It's a one to watch. It's a one to watch. You get me? Apparently they're unbeaten in how much games? It's ridiculous. You get me? Yes, they beat Liverpool in the Community Shield. Does it mean anything? Does a lot for the confidence. You get what I'm saying? More blessings. Shout out to Better. Big up to Better, man. Come on, yard man. Always. You know how we go. Man, our British are up. All them bred in England. You feel me? But come on. Big up to the Caribbeans, to the Jamaicans, them. You know, like that. Man's here for everyone. Black, Chinese, Asian, Blackanese, Purplenese. I couldn't give a shit. It's all love. Football, one nation. You get me? We will see Palace play dirty for me. So we will see. You think they will play dirty, yeah? I don't think they need to, but they definitely got to be on top. The crowd's got to play a big part. You understand? Specs, what would you do? What would be your combined midfield for free for Liverpool and Newcastle? Well, it's only 3 players. It's like a trick question. Like you want me to see, does anyone getting that combined Liverpool would have to? You're combining it, but you don't have to. That's a tricky one, you know, because you got man like McAllister and Gravenberch and them man there. McAllister's cold, bro. Gravenberch is doing his thing and he's getting fucking goals, bro. It's crazy. I don't know. That's a hard question. Why are you asking me that, bro? That's a mad question, you know, but it's a good one. And I can't even complain. I said this is for Q&A. This is what we're here for. Question and answers. If it's going to be combined, I think I'd... basically, the only player I'd probably put in there as it stands is probably Sandro Tonali. Don't ask me who drops out or who, whatever. But that's the one that I would definitely keep in there. He's the king 6 for me, man. Sandro's cold. You tell me what's your combined. People in the chat or Emo, you can reply to that if you're still here. Cause I'm thinking long with these replies. Nah, them man who say it's a tin cup would celebrate it. Of course. Get me? Like imagine that. Man ain't see my team win a significant trophy since the day I started supporting Newcastle. Imagine that. These times, man just supporting Newcastle and I ain't seen them win a trophy. These times, I was supporting Newcastle before even, I swear PlayStation 1 wasn't even out yet. Let that sink in. I don't even think PlayStation 1 was out or barely out. PlayStation PS1, you know, I was still playing Super Nintendo 16-bit them times, boy. You get me? Playing ISS soccer and that with the pitches like slanted sideways. Supporting Newcastle since then. And it's only till just the other day, I finally see my team win a so-called significant trophy. Do you understand? So they call it Tin Cup all they want. You get what I'm saying? And then if a team wins a domestic treble, like a league, Carabao Cup, and an FA Cup, no one ain't calling it Tin Cup. They'll look at it as, we won 3 domestics. You get me? Or if they won the League Cup, the Champions League, and a Prem. Yes, it's not the treble, because the FA Cup would be the treble, but they'll still gas it and say won 3 trophies. But if you win it by itself, they say Tin Cup. And trust me, them same people saying that their club will be celebrating it proper, and their fans. Yeah, Newcastle might look, us as fans might look mental on the TV, or even me when I got emotional to turn my camera off and all kind of shit. because it caught me off guard. Because I don't expect my team to win cup finals. I've seen my team in cup finals many a times. You get me? Double winning season for Arsenal, FA Cup final. Knew we weren't winning that. I was a kid, lost. That team, that game. Next following season, Man United treble season, FA Cup final, back to back. Of course, we ain't winning that. Lost that game as well. So naturally, even watching the game on TV, I was just more about just doing the content and being happy to be there and expecting Liverpool to win. But we never. And when Big Dan Burns jumped, he should be scoring much more goals for a guy that's 6 foot fucking what, 6'7", 6'6", 6'5", whatever he is. That was the game he had to make it stand and get me. And obviously, our former gunman Isak scoring the winner, creating history, is written in the stars. Isak getting the winner. But what wasn't written in the stars was the same blood clot team he's bloody playing against. He's pushing for a move and a mad thing, going on strike for a move. So football's a funny thing. It's crazy. But nah, call it what you want. That cup there, it might look crazy to other opposition fans. Like, and people might say, oh, Crystal Palace won their first trophy, and that was the FA Cup, which is a better cup, to be honest. But Newcastle is different, innit? You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, my dad actually loves that movie too. Okay, say no more. Shout out Big Joe. You're still on that PSR bullshit, man. Hey, Big Joe, it's not bullshit, bro. It's not bullshit. It's not bullshit, man. Don't quit. See, it's easy. Pick up Big Joe, by the way. It's easy to say it's bullshit, bro, when you're not in it, bro. You get what I'm saying? Yes, when Amanda Staveley came in, yeah, she's a big part of why the PSR thing kind of fucked up because we're new to it, innit? So like learning it on the job. Do you get what I'm saying? But PSR is a real thing. Yes, people talk about Liverpool. It happened to them. They had to sell plays. They had a thing with Torres and Suarez and the whole Coutinho thing, which was good business for you in the end. That whole Coutinho thing. Can you imagine that? But in a sense, it's a bit different because we're forced to sell players. Look at Elliot Anderson. That's a wind-up where he's at now. On a personal one for Anderson, it's a gift and a curse because if he stays at Newcastle, is Elliot Anderson in his England team? No, he ain't. He wouldn't get in straight away ahead of Tonali, Joelinton, and Bruno. Eventually, he would have slowly got in there and probably a regular squad rotation, which would have benefited us. But it hinders us, makes the team thin. If we go out and try and recruit again and find players, you know what I'm saying, bro? So it's not nice. Villa have to sell Ramsey. Come on, bro. PSR, it's not bullshit, bro. I'm telling you. And I hear your points as well, bro, when I'm reading what I'm seeing here, but it's not an excuse either, man. It's a reality, bro. Because when I ask the question to you lot, and I answer it again, and just take a moment to think about it, PSR does not make sense for teams in the Prem, definitely the mainstays. It's there to protect the club's welfare and fans. No one wants that shit, bro, apart from the ones that are scared that Newcastle could blow out everyone out the window, which they would. And probably would keep the likes of Isak and go get EKITIKE, and because everyone wants to join the gravy train. Big wages, no one could be able to compete with us. Sign who we want. Not saying that's how football should be. I'm not saying the shackles should be off completely. My thing with PSR is there should be some kind of cap where they say every new owner, however rich or poor you are, the first year or two, let be what you got to do. Do what you got to do. No one watching, no financial, nothing. At least that, like. But just to be like PSR, like, nope. Then what's it created for? It's not created for to protect the fans or the club or liquidation. That's for the Berries and the Morecambes. That's for them teams down there. Yes. Not for teams, the mainstays in the Prem. It's nonsense. We all know what it is, man. And I know it might sound irritating when I keep going on about it, but I keep singing it till the cows come home. Because it's actually a fucked up thing. I'm not going to be a guy just to not say anything and then everyone wants to now normalize this PSR thing. Fuck that, man. I ain't normalizing that. It's criminal. You understand? So yeah, 100%. Shout out to Tangy. They're going like we can't afford the electric bills with these rules. No, it's horrible. And like I said, why is it as soon as Look, this ain't no bloody mainstream media, innit? So we know what it really is. When the Saudis them allegedly were part of the piracy of all the channels and all the sports channels being shown, which is still happening now anyway. But anyway, we won't get into that. They pay their billions and billions of pounds, whatever fines, and once they've done that, and everyone was happy with the other consumers and all the other people, blah blah blah, the other cronies from around the world, the other channels, which rightly so. Once they paid that, the green light was like that, past the fit and purpose. Yes, we could all have opinions on political side of things, of how people look at the Saudis and rare and all that. That's all there or there. Man was chatting about on a ball flex. They got the green light. Other clubs, Daniel Levy was part of them, and now look at the fucker. Man got pushed out of his own fucking shit. He was one of them. Liverpool, one of them. Trust me. But anyway, they were like, "No, this is concerning." I don't fucking blame them. They're probably thinking their power struggle will change, or someone's got to drop out. Tottenham were definitely shook. Don't get it twisted. Marinakis trying to do his thing. Some people say, "Fuck it, Specs. Why don't Newcastle just do a madness? Go get the charges. Fuck it." Chelsea seem to be getting fucking fined left, right, and centre. Doesn't mean shit. They're still in Europe. They're still competing. Still doing what they're doing. All this Man City 115 charges. Let me tell you something. They're gonna bamboozle. Like I'm not an idiot. Like from the get go when they first mentioned that 115 charges for City, literally I told my bedroom. I looked at him. I said, "Bro, I remember this is a couple of years ago now." I said, "Bro, people are losing their minds and think they're gonna hear by next week or a month's time or a few months' time what's gonna happen to City." I said, "This shit is gonna go on for years until the point where you don't hear nothing and people forget about it. And people won't forget about it. Ain't nothing going on with them. And if something does happen to City, what's gonna they're not gonna get relegated or get some 100-point deductions or some shit. It's nonsense." So again, what's it all for then? But anyway, that's rant over for now. Big Joe says Amanda Staveley overspent. I just alluded to that, and I admitted to that. But I'll read it out. Spent. That's on you. You've not built anything new, which is no limit on. You've not had a consistent CEO and a sporting director, and that's why the board just overall got to take some flack with the CEO thing. Or apparently they say Eddie doesn't get on with sporting directors. He's denied that. All the arguments that had other people about, "Oh, Eddie Howe doesn't get on with sporting directors. He's got to get on with them," and blah blah blah. Everyone blaming each other, whatever. Definitely the CEO, which we've got now in David Hopkins. So I think his name is. He's with that Real Madrid and so on. So hopefully that helps us branch out market wise, which will take time. I understand that. And the sporting director on the playing side of things, we see how that plays out with Eddie Howe. But I just alluded to that. Yes, Staveley overspent. And I know what? I'm cool with that, bro. Like, you have to learn from it. And I think that's where there was a bit of isms behind the scenes. Hence why she basically got ousted out or left with her husband. You know what I'm saying? And yes, we ain't got the marketing thing like Man United. Hence why they can be shit and still players would rather go to them than Newcastle, which I think is mental, but each of their own, by the way. You understand? So yeah, we don't have hotels to sell, and yeah, we got a women's team, but it's not of significant like other clubs' women's team, like Liverpool's women's team or Chelsea's women's team. You get what I'm saying? So it'll take time. But I hear you on that side, Big Joe. I'm not even completely dismissing you, or when people say what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, bro, regardless all that said and done, and I ain't no posh guy, but I have to use this word. I think it's preposterous, bro. How we want to fucking put it, bro. That all of a sudden you've put this PSR thing in play. That's my gripe. All of a sudden, if Newcastle doesn't get if the Saudis don't get the green light to take over Newcastle, do you think there's any such thing called PSR? No, there ain't. They ain't, bro. And this is the point that winds me up. So not what you're saying, but it winds me up. It wouldn't be happening. It wouldn't be existent. But literally, as we come in, we're thinking, yeah, we can buy Mbappe's and all that shit there. Obviously, all that shit that was going on. And it's like, nah, bro, slow your roll. So I kind of get paranoid sometimes thinking, will the Saudis get bored? Because let's not get it twisted. Not just the Saudis, any owners, especially from overseas, their man don't come in there because, oh, I love this club. Like the guy, the former American footballer that runs it. I don't know who is it? Birmingham, whoever them clubs there are, yeah. And you got a man like the actor, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan, whatever his name is, he's got a little stake in Bournemouth and so on. These men don't come in there thinking, oh, well, this looks nice. Oh, I love the fans and that. It ain't nothing to do with that. It's business, isn't it? Some people use it for other stuff. Some people accuse the owners from Newcastle trying to sports wash with the whole boxing and the F1 and tennis and God knows else what. Because allegedly they say at some point oil soon run out. So man, I got to start making their big money from now and being part of certain things and run this shit. It's deeper than we think, bro. So people can say what they want to say and have their opinions politically and all that, but we all know what it is, bro. This is deeper than just the football thing. This is political as well. Don't ever get it twisted. But I believe any owner should have at least a year or two to let off the shackles. And yes, we're not silly. We know they're not here for the love of the fucking fans or the area and all this shit there. It's all about money making. The Americans make it known. It's bait. You get what I'm saying? But big up Big Joe. Shout out to everyone in there, man. Big up if you haven't hit them like buttons yet. I appreciate it anyway. Sub to this if you're new to this. We do this daily. Like I said, this don't work if you lot are not here engaging. So I appreciate it's always someone else's fault, none of your own fault. No, it's definitely got some parts to blame. But like I said to you, Big Joe, we agree to disagree. Overall aspect, I'm not having it, bro. I just look one-dimensional at Peter Sarr came in to stop Newcastle do what they're doing, not because they want to care for us, me and you, the fans, and your club or our club guy in liquidation. Nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. But shout out to Big Joe each and every time, always here showing love. They need structure on an infrastructure. They have neither. That's what Kalanje's saying, but want to sit at the big table. Tin man mentality. Is this what you men are doing? Yeah. Is this what you men are doing? Nah, you know what? Each your own opinions. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like I said, it's not all Newcastle have to look at self and have to build themselves. But then take Liverpool and all that out of it. Where's the fair game? Chelsea, yeah, they were significant before Roman came in. But what did Chelsea do? Why are they where they are now today? Because they had the money, the time, and the freedom to splash on their club, which brings success over years, brings more fans, international fans on a marketing level, and then the leverage gets better, money-wise, etc., etc. They get richer, and then look where they are today. Man City, the same fucking thing. But now we can't do it. So it's not, where's the fairness then, innit? The gap's getting bigger and bigger, then what? There's no fairness in it, bro. And bigger to teams like Liverpool and that, you could say, of late, you can go back in time, but no, that's the next history lesson. But of late, them man do it organically. I'll say Man United did it organically as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But we're living in a new world, bro. It's a new age, bro. So I don't think it's right to say, oh, yeah, you can come and take over this club, but you can't invest in your own club. What are we doing there, bro? That ain't real. But big up Kalanje LFC. Shout out to all the Liverpool, man. Shout out to all of you in there. I think EKITIKE did that madness due to Isak's arrival. E-Taylor says he is trying to let Liverpool fans know I'm here. Remember the name. Oh, facts. And I don't blame him, but it's still stupid though. Man should know better. Because now what? Eagles missed the next game. What if Isak starts that game and gets a hat-trick? It's fucked. But no, I hear it. I hear the passion, the ego. You get what I'm saying? He knows what time it is. He knows all the talks about Isak. He probably feels like, and obviously Liverpool fans, and you know in the chat, obviously appreciate EKITIKE, obviously showing love. He's making noise by scoring goals. He's on form. He's our main guy right now, as it stands in my eyes. Believe that shit. He's cold, bro. I said he's gonna bang, and he will continue to bang. He will continue to bang. Any opportunity he gets to play or whatever comes off the bench, he's gonna score. Do you get what I'm saying? So big up to EKITIKE. So he probably is kind of thinking that low key, like, yo, you get me? I'm here banging in goals, and you are still, when's Isak starting? When's Isak coming in? And it's understandable. It's Isak, innit? He was a big talk of the transfer window. Liverpool bought the British transfer window twice. You got man like Verts. He ain't really kicked on just as of yet. I see him getting mocked and stuff, but that's just hate, isn't it? Haters are gonna hate. Verts will come good as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what's scary. You that ain't even clicked yet. But no, Ekitike, yeah, people are mocking him because it's Southampton. But when I check it and deep it, him doing that was deeper than, oh, it's Southampton. Do you get what I'm saying? Saka was limping at the Ballon d'Or Awards. Was he even there? Didn't even know he was even there. If that is true, then that's he's limping. All right, well, boy, you got Madueke out for what is it? 6 weeks? It's fucked. Will Saka now be rinsed again into a next injury? You can't make this shit up. You get what I'm saying? You can't get us, David saying, Gray, we score goals. I hear that, brother. Big up to David Gray. Nah, it's real. It is what it is. It's scary. Won't happen. Not yet. We in a mission. Easy back. Okay. Big up Clancy for that one there as well. I told you about Gordon, my G. Yo. Gordon, well, he scored against Barcelona towards the end, but his stats of late ain't been great. His whole GA ain't been great, but no, man. Gordon will come good. He needs to. He needs to start seeing that regularly. Gordon, Walter Marde, whether it's a Lango on the right or Bloody Murphy, you get what I'm saying? Shit's got to fucking crack on now. Starting with the Arsenal game. That's my only concern is about scoring goals. I'm on the verge of being concerned. They have to get Walter Marde involved in the game. They have to stop. Or someone tell him, or did that part of the plan, keep letting him cut deep, like Harry Kane likes to do. Fuck that. Walter Marde needs to stay up top. Shout out to Taze in the building. They have a better squad, but not 11. Okay, so you feel that, okay then, so you feel Arsenal have a better squad, but not a better 11. Okay then, I don't know if anyone else agrees with that, that Arsenal, I was asking that earlier, does Arsenal have a better squad than Liverpool? Some people believe that, or not. I low-key think Liverpool have. That's just, it's kind of hard, kind of debatable, to be honest. Still early doors, though. Shout out to Taze. You can't beat us. No way. David is saying mental. E. Taylor says we can be had at, which is Liverpool, but nobody is as clinical as us. I hear that. All you need to do is look at the Southampton miss tonight, and then 1 minute later, Isak scores levels. Yeah, that whatever his name, McCarthy guy, whatever, that goalkeeper for Southampton, he made similar bloopers against Newcastle at St. James's. Like, he's got that in him. But you know what? You were there to pounce. The press was inevitable. The press was like, you can't do that against Liverpool. They're gonna press. Got forced. Didn't even get forced into a mistake. Really, it was just shit. Once Liverpool pounced on that, once you pass the Isak, even in that little moment there, it was a slick finish, by the way. It wasn't as straightforward as you think. Beautiful finish. He ain't missing that shit. Nice off the mark. And what would that do for his confidence and him getting back into the groove of things? It could be some peak days for some teams, man. We have a better coach, Kalanji, saying, boy, as it stands, no doubt about that, boy. Do you get what I'm saying? Remember, we battled about Gordon. No, I do, bro. I hear you, brother. I do. That's why I was bigging you up. I hear it. But yeah, Gordon being a Liverpool fan and all that kind of shit. At one point, Liverpool trying to get him. That's how fucked PSR is. Nearly got forced into selling Gordon to fucking Liverpool. Madness. Would you man still take Gordon now? Newcastle will beat Arsenal. I hope so. And for the neutral fans, you know it's going to be a field day when people see Arsenal fans, or some of them, should I say, have a massive meltdown. And it depends how they lose. And if they start that defensive free, which people are calling not to be done, and I feel they should be more positive going forward or more brave if you're going to be title contenders. And if it goes left, I may beat you, beat Arsenal, should I say, it's going to be right. I can see it. Shout out to Dubs, man. Big up my guy. Another Liverpool fan in the building each and every time. Liverpool has a better squad. This is Lion Point's opinion. But I think same Arsenal players can shine under different management. And that's what a lot of fans for Arsenal, not all of them, can't speak for all of them, but they've been calling for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I say it's not always greener on the other side. You understand? And I think some of these replies are back to when I said, is Eddie Howe a better manager than fuck you know? And this is interesting. David says yes, Eddie Howe all day long. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Man, like Lion Point said, way better. Fuck it though. When I first started talking that up, people looking at me a bit sideways. I'm thinking, why? Like, why is it such a mad question to ask? Like, almost think it's disrespectful that some people looked at me a bit left, or some of the, what do they call them? They call me a homosexual. Some of them are sexuals out there. Big up to some of my people, them that are fully supporting Arteta, which is cool. That's their right. They almost look at me confused when I say I think Howe is a better coach than Arteta. I think he would get more out of this Arsenal players, the resources he's being given, and the money and billions. You know what I mean? No PSR nonsense, no forced to sell, no free transfer windows in a row, non-existent, and can't sign players, and we still finish for the Champions League position and a cup. Get the fuck out of here. Arteta ain't got shit on how. If you win something significant or a prem or something, then it changes a little bit. And it should be by now. I'm not sure if you all agree. By now, this Arsenal squad from before and definitely now should be winning a league title, no? Or when Arsenal were in it and they had a chance to go get a striker to solidify, to make it really happen, or whoever it was, they never. It's crazy. Give any elite manager this Arsenal squad, they win at least one prem. I think most people would agree with you, Taze. It's mental. When we have only scored 3 goals, I give Arsenal a chance to win. If we can score first, I think we can win again. Our defense is looking good so far. Corner FC will have no chance against our Titans. That's an interesting one still. I hear that. I fully hear that. You're a good guy still, LFC for life. No, it's all good. Big up to all the ops in there, the Liverpool fans, the other fans, you get what I'm saying? Big up to everyone. If you're new to this, hit a like, man. Or if you're not, just hit a like if you haven't yet. You get what I'm saying? Hit a sub if you're new to this. I do this daily. Get me now settings for all those that can't sleep, or they just like to stay up late, or you're on the road working, or you're abroad, different time zones. Shout out to I Like Coffee. Hi, Geordie Dread and big up people that's coming in now. Big up to I Like Coffee. Fucking you like coffee, I like brandy, mate. But yeah, my combined midfield 3 for Newcastle and Liverpool are Bruno. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say fuck you know. Big up to the Newcastle fans. That's his combined 3. Bruno G, Tonali, and Joe Linton. How I know how the feeling he's gonna say that. That's Joe. Shout out to Magic J in the building. Fucking no matter what time I go live, you're around, bro. Yeah. Has Isak arrived, or is it just a look a warning like, yo, I'm coming? He spoke in his interview after the game. He said he feels good. He feels like he's ready to go. He's ready for some more minutes. He's probably going to start against Palace now. Going to be interesting. Because now EKITIKE is out for the game. I'll go for Grav, Bruno, and Saboz. You put Bruno in there, yeah? Wow. You know what? I know our beloved Newcastle fans, and me too, I love Bruno Guimaraes. He's our captain. He's a man that plays for the shirt and passion. But people that know me and see me chatting other channels as well, on Saeed channel, Never Have Found, all that, on my own channel, I'm hot and cold with Bruno, and I always will be. And he gets away with murder for me, where if it's Willock doing certain things or certain things, it's like a big deal. Bruno for me, he's hot and cold, man. I'm not having it. Like even the Barca game, no one will call it out, but it was him. He likes to keep the ball for too long, in my opinion, because he's comfortable. And he's comfortable because no one calls him out. He's the captain. No one gets onto him. Gets too comfortable. Holds the ball for too long. It's not only me saying it. Other Newcastle fans say it. But some just don't dare to say it out loud. And lo and behold, that's when they score. It's happened a few times as well. Or gets away with it in the game. So I'm hot and cold with him still. But Bruno is a proper G. He's a baller. Don't ever get it twisted. But I wouldn't. That would be the last name, to be honest, that I'll put in a combined 3 in the Liverpool 3 that Emil Heskey was asking me to and the chat to do. You know what I'm saying? He's looking sharp. Sadio Yusuf says, "Okay, boy, well, it was a good goal. I'll give you that." And it's only a matter of time before he gets there. It's not matter of if or when. You get what I'm saying? Like he will. Bang. I've seen him play. There's no reason for him to go to this great Liverpool side and do an Andy Carroll or some shit like that, or just that plays me to other clubs and it goes left. It's not gonna go left. Even if I want it to go left, it's not. That's the reality. Shout out to Magic J. I've been supporting Liverpool from the days of Atari, fucking hell, 2000 Spectrum. Wow. And Commodore, bro. I don't think some people in the chat even know what the fuck that is, bro. You're going way back, Magic. You get me? But I hear you, bro. I hear it. Trophies are the highest accolade in football. When you see your team lift their trophy, it's what makes it all worth it. And that's what it's all about anyway, innit? E. Taylor. Whether it's Carabao, FA, Prem, Champions League, a trophy is a trophy. And I hear that. You get me? So yeah, man said tomato to Liverpool soon. You're not taking a piss. Shout out to everyone in the chats, by the way. And Gordon's leaving next summer. Boy, he ain't going nowhere, boy. I said the same thing about Isak, by the way. Like, especially when it came down to just the day before the last day of the transfer window, of the time bracket, the deadline day. I genuinely did a stream and I said, no, I don't think he's going now. And the next day, or the same day, was it the day before the transfer window shut? Fucking Twitter went fucking mental. My phone was going mad. It was nuts. And it is what it is. But yeah, never say never, but nah. Gordon would low-key love, not low-key, openly love to go to Liverpool. You said certain things I've seen online, or you know what I mean? He would love to go to Liverpool. He's a Liverpool fan, innit? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when all these supporters always show this loyal and hate against Liverpool, but when Man City and Chelsea was buying up the whole Premiership in the last 25 years, no one would say nothing. I think some people do say something about Man City anyway. They do, but I think it is a bit mad that a lot of people keep asking, "Oh, Liverpool spend so much money. How are they doing this and that?" And I think it pretty obvious in a sense, or kind of a little bit obvious, or there's some obvious context to it without having to even answer it. Didn't spend that much in that transfer window when they won the Prem. I think people don't really understand how good Liverpool's revenue is, and especially in marketing and just business wise, in terms of Liverpool being Liverpool. Different gravy, you get me? Saying that Man United can do their thing and they shit and they're still off significant. It's business. That's why they got these CEOs now as well, and these global guys to like Edu at Forest to try and elevate marketing wise and branching out the best deals you can get and sponsorships for your respective clubs. You get what I'm saying? But nah, Liverpool, yeah. Me personally, I ain't questioning how they can spend so much. It is a lot though. Fuck me, but why not? You get what I'm saying? Why not, man? They're basically creating a super team. Imagine that. They spent all that and they were still going to go get Mark Gurhey. They're probably still going to go try and get him in January. Or not. I don't know. Shout out to Smokey. I'm telling you, bro, all the mockery against our club has been due to the fraudulent rules. And yeah, that's what I call it as well. Fraudulent. I've been vexed since our takeover. Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie. I was one of those guys. I think we all were thinking, oh shit, we could do a Chelsea, a Man City. It's like, nope. Not Newcastle. Never. Especially the significance of the wealth and the whole thing of this, the whole argument, should a state nation that owns a nation own clubs? Obviously, all that malarkey, all that talk, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, big up Smokey, like that. You gotta back the thing them, you get me, bro? They don't want us to shine, bro. Shout out to KG. Yeah, them big up KG, by the way. Big up to you, man. Yeah, them Saudis want an instant impact and return. Like I said, them Saudis ain't for Newcastle because they love the Geordies, them, or like, for all I know, they're probably not even fully aware that there's bare Newcastle fans that look like, not bare. I'm chatting shit. There's not bare Newcastle fans that look like me. That's a lie. But you get the gist. Fans out of Newcastle, they don't give a shit about all that. It's business, bro. You get what I'm saying? A return and whatever you want to call it. Some people call it sports washing, whatever you want to call it. You get me? But yeah. Who's that there? Oh, Smokey, you're supposed to be loving football, but it's clear to see the Premier League ain't fair. No, it ain't, man. The Premier League's fucked, bro. But we love it. And that's it, innit? I think the game's gone a bit in certain aspects, but we love the game, bro. We love the game, innit? You can never get away from it. Shout out to RSV. Without Mourinho, Chelsea wouldn't have signed Robin, Carvalho, Drogba, Essien, and without Mancini, Man City wouldn't have signed Yaya Toure, Aguero, Zeko, Silva, and so on. You need a top manager to attract players. I'm 70-30 with that, bruv. Big up RSV, because yes, you need a let's get the ball rolling, try and get a proper top coach along with the money you got and track the players in it. But sometimes a name, let's say Eddie Howe, he's not that namesake, is he? But he's a good coach and he's slowly getting the world to know who he is. And that can play a part, yes. Can you attract players? As it stands now, it's probably harder than other coaches, no doubt. But even if you ain't elite, or that sexy name they call it of a coach, and if you've got like a massive sugar daddy that's allowed to invest like the Man Cities and Chelsea did at the time, it just takes one player, bruv, to go to the club, and the ball starts rolling from there. Then you attract players because money talks at the end of the day. That's what this Premier League thing is now. This football thing is money. Whether we like it or not, that's what it is. And I'm sure it was Mark Hughes at Man City when Robinho went to Man City. He was so into the money, he thought he was going to Man United. Imagine that. You can't make this shit up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sure, it was Mark Hughes that was in situ when Robinho at the time, his name was out there and he's big in that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just takes one player, then the ball's rolling. But definitely agree, it'd be easier to get a top coach in and a sugar daddy on top of that, and you're good to go. You understand? Top 6 rivals don't care how the rules affect us. They don't have a problem with spending. And also, my opinion, and in a sense, I don't blame them. If you got this the same old teams up there, and you're used to that, you kind of don't want the boat to be rocked. Hence why all these fuckers were so open to a fucking, what's it called? That Super League. Until the fans went mental, even of the big clubs. Get me? Fuck a Super League. Why do you think you got this new format of the Champions League? What, you think this new format of the Champions League was just, let's just try and like change it up because it's old? No, money. That's what it comes down to. It's crazy and it's sad because none of us average normal football fans get a say. It's just down to a few rich men. Most of them don't even like football, bro. This is what we're dealing with. Right when Roman took over Chelsea, Roman appointed Jose, and when Mancini took over Man City, they appointed Mourinho. That is why they were able to pull top players and to be hiring proven managers. I hear that, bro. I'm with you in that. Every manager started out small. Eddie Howe went from the man who got Bournemouth relegated, which is mental. But I've always been a big advocate for Eddie Howe because people that know me and watch me regularly, laugh at me or not, I'm a big advocate for British coaches getting opportunities and all that. Not the ones like Lampards and Gerrards. Not saying they shouldn't have opportunities, but not because of your name, just opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Or when foreign coaches come in, it's not usually the English or British coaches they look at. You get what I'm saying? So Eddie Howe is definitely waving a flag for the nation. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, every manager started off like Eddie Howe, went from getting Bournemouth relegated that COVID year, that was mad, to the man who broke Newcastle's trophy drought and qualified for the Champions League. And I love that kind of story there. It's a fantasy story, usually shit like that. That's some football fucking manager shit. You get what I'm saying? Because when Eddie Howe first got linked with Newcastle, it was irritating at the time because so many people were turning a side eye to it. You know, you had Talksport almost mocking Eddie Howe. You had Simon Jordan, which he apologized for in the end. You had Paul Merson. I'll never forget. And people might say, don't take Paul Merson seriously, but no, they're on these bloody big fucking TV putting that energy out. And everyone got their opinions, that's okay. But the way the energy was like, nah, Eddie Howe, who's you think he is rejecting the Celtic job? You know, It's taking long to get back into work, and no doubt Eddie defensive record ain't great at Bournemouth. He likes to go forward. Newcastle need a defensive coach to get them out of relegation. All that madness. Lo and behold, now look. So it's mad. And that's what I like also, not just British coaches, but coaches that get to learn. Because in this game we're living in, because it's money and it's about results now. Unfortunately, and kind of sadly, coaches don't get time to fail and then go away like Eddie Howe did, went to Atletico Madrid, sat under what's his name, Simeone, learned different things from different managers, and really crafted his coaching abilities to enhance himself and try to elevate and then bring those philosophies into a new club he went to, which was Newcastle United, by the way. And we benefited from that. So it's sad we live in an age where you can't fail and then grow. And Eddie Howe's a perfect example of that. Bournemouth, get relegated. It was sad because for him, because it's like, if it weren't for him, Bournemouth wouldn't be where they are now under Areola. And ironic, Bournemouth are now Eddie Howe and my team's bogey team. Since Eddie Howe's left Bournemouth, you can't beat him. We either get battered, lose, or draw. And a lot of that down to Eddie Howe and Tyndall and etc. So I love that comment there. Do you get what I'm saying? It just shows, like, for me, coaches should be allowed to fail, reevaluate themselves, and come back in. I'm gonna read a bit more of these comments and then for a minute. Still appreciate everyone that's in there still before we wrap up and that. For a club like us who can't make big signings without PSR, Eddie Howe is great at developing players to fill in those gaps and elevating players like Joe Linton. He was the first name on the fucking hit list to get rid when the takeover happened. And now look. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about coaching, putting beliefs in players. Do you get what I'm saying? Why Liverpool players hasn't 100% haven't clicked yet, but at the same time we are in the top of the league, and that's why it's scary. Magic, is it sustainable? Is it going to be a season where they do not click ever because everyone else ain't doing their job? You get what I'm saying? And also, what's crazy is when some people say like last season Liverpool won it because everyone else was rubbish. I hate that saying. Especially when Newcastle qualified that first time in the Champions League a couple of years ago, they said Liverpool and so on, they were rubbish, and Chelsea and that. I'm like, bro, what does that even mean? Why can't it be the other way around of just we were better or Liverpool were just better than the other teams? Yeah. Big up NUFC Truth. And I was waiting for you because recently what you said about our attackers and you dismissed it from the get-go. Big up to NUFC. He just keeps it at 100. Whether we agree with each other or not, we just keep it real. You did say, bro, from the get-go, a few shows, all the streams I do, that you're like, nah, bro, our attacking ain't going to do fuck all this season. And so far, it's early doors. I'm on the verge of being a tad concerned with getting goals. But anyway, we are going to get, what makes you think we're going to get top 5? I say top 6. I think we could push for that after how bad we've been. We've won 1 game since Chelsea last season. We haven't won since Chelsea 1 game. Have we won 1 game? You actually get me scared there, bro. If you beat Wolverhampton and competitively, that's fucked. That wasn't that many games ago, but I am with you now on the verge of thinking we ain't looking like it's a tad concern with the scoring thing, bro. And you called it out from long time. You did call it out from every stream you've been saying it. And I was like, what? I said, nah. Still got to give it time though. It is early doors, bro. But you do say it as it is. And big up to you for that. Eddie Howe's messed up. You should have not gave away Isak to get EKITIKE. And looking back on that, I'm kind of low key. You know what? I have heard rumors as well. NUFC Truth and big up to everyone in the chat. Apparently, if it was more clear to EKITIKE and Camp that Isak was definitely going Newcastle, going Liverpool, and we didn't play certain. I want to blame how though. I've just been the club, how they ran things, whatever. It could have been different where EKITIKE said, okay, Isak's going there. And he said, they've gone there first. And that's on Newcastle as well, you could say. then maybe Ikitike would have said, fuck that, World Cup season, I'm definitely going Newcastle. And then that's why we go back to hashtag both of them, hashtag now to 4-4, nothing, 4-4-0. It is what it is. We beat a team everyone beat. Sorry, Eddie Howe is putting strikers first and lets the rest of the side get away with not scoring. And there's something that we definitely got to work on ASAP, NUFC Truth. Or I know you're going to be here for many conversations and we're going to have these conversations. But for now, I'm on the verge of getting a bit concerned as you was from the get-go. You called it out, bro. You called it out, but we'll have to see. Did you see ESPN pushing an agenda about Walter Marday to Liverpool? I didn't see that, but I did see a Q&A, you know, when fans give questions to players, which I thought was a bit weird. I saw, I'm not sure if it was ESPN or Sky Sports, but I did see the questions when they asked Walter Marday, who's your best opponent or whatever you play against, whatever, or blah, blah, blah. He said Van Dijk, that's Liverpool based. Who's the best player you played with or something, blah, blah, blah. He said Wirtz, that's Liverpool based. Who's your best Premier League player of his lifetime? He said Steven Gerrard, that's Liverpool based. Then they asked him, which is the greatest ground you like to go to or play at? He said Anfield. So I'll make you make of what you want to make of that. You know what I'm saying? Respects, Bruno doesn't assist or score much. So what does he do apart from give the ball away, trying skills? And that's the first and one thing me and you 110% will agree on NUFC Truth. I've been saying that. I'm hot and cold with him, bro. And I think I'm only hot and cold with him because bar you and me and one or two others, a lot of us put him on a high pedestal. And yes, I love Bruno. He's our captain. He's passionate, play for the shirt, and he ain't no fucking bad baller. There's teams out there that would love to have Bruno. Don't get it twisted. I just think he's overrated and I think he's overhyped. That's just my opinion. And I'm sure you feel the same way. Do you get what I'm saying? A shout out to everyone in here before man wraps up. But Liverpool's new manager, super top manager, but he's not a super top manager, but he has done was not buying no place in his no play. Yeah, there's bare typos in there, bro. You have to write that again, Magic. But I think I get what you're trying to say, bro, still. And especially compared to Arteta. Do you get what I'm saying? Didn't buy hardly any players first season and man wins the bloody league. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the chats in there. Just gonna go through them and the thing because obviously managed to wrap up. You know, like that. But I appreciate the love though. We do this daily 9-hour settings. I don't even know what time it is. Someone let me know. It's mental. But yeah. For a wrap up, shout out to RSV. But Man City did sack Mark Hughes at the right time. If they kept him longer, they wouldn't have signed Zeko, Nasri, but remember Nasri, Clichy, Aguero, special, David Silva, special, Yaya Toure after all left. Maybe you're right, or maybe you don't know. Maybe they still could have got them players. They had a recruiting team, but let's not get it twisted. You need a good coach in situ, anyway. Obviously, to attract players overall, and just a coach in general. Because even with great players, you need a good man. That sounds bare pause. You need a good coach and good leadership to let those talents do what it's got to do on the pitch. Shout out to Queen of Hearts. Big up to my mod. Hit the like buttons. We appreciate so much. 100%. You know, man, like me appreciate. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. NFC. If Newcastle fail to get Europe, will PIF give Eddie Howe another season? Because Marseille smashed PSG last night. You know what? I ain't seen the end result from that. I was supposed to watch the rest of the game, but I never. But you said they smashed them, so I assume they won. I need to check that out. That's interesting. Thanks for the update last night. And we got them. I don't see Eddie winning a Champions League game. You don't think so? We got Union next first away, and they won their away game. They're no mugs. Marseille, that's the one I've low-key told people, don't sleep on that one. At the Velodrome away. Don't get it twisted. But you don't think we win no games? I think we win most of our next games. I think we can beat Leverkusen. I think we'll beat Benfica, and I'll be at that game in the Champions League at home. On the at that game behind the scenes. Long story. I've got certain perks and that. Big up TNT. But yeah, I think we can beat Benfica at home. Yes, Os Mourinho is at Benfica now, so they've got a new hype. But nah, bro, I wouldn't say. I think it should be a bit more positive, but you're allowed to have your opinion because you do say it as it is, and that's what it's about. Q&A, saying it as it is, bruv. Get me? No bars, no bars holding back. But I think he will win. And PIF, I don't think if you don't qualify for Europe, they will necessarily there and then look for something different. But it wouldn't be able to continue because they will want to change it up if it gets stale. You get what I'm saying? Every moment has its time in it. So yeah, I think we will definitely win a Champions League game. There's no way the next 7 games Newcastle ain't winning, bro. Again, I'm not having that. And if so, I know you will be here for it in UFC Truth. So big up to you. And I'm kind of low key. You're scaring me in UFC Truth because when you say that, when you usually say things, it fucking happens, bro. So let's just hope that ain't the case. Do you get what I'm saying? But big up to everyone there before man wraps up. You get what I'm saying? Eddie Howe does have his flaws, and he ain't perfect, and he still has learning curve to climb from being a top manager to being elite. And that's the next step. Can you get to that? Do you get what I'm saying? Magic said, I got faith in Liverpool, especially now that Arsenal has got all their top players sad injured and resting in Arsenal hospital, fuck, so those delusional guys ain't gonna win nothing. Man said Arsenal hospital, it's fucking ain't that deep. Yes, Specs, in 22 games we have won one pre-season, nothing. Sailor Cup, yeah, lost, yeah, that was fucked. Lost to Barcelona, lost in April, our last win since Wolves win. And Wolves ain't no fucking great team to be piping over a 1-0 win. They absolutely dross. I know they knocked out Everton last night, I think, but they lost 3-1 at home to that Leeds United. No disrespect, which I think was kind of mental, by the way. But yeah, bro, well, you know what? NFC Truth, you just have to watch this space. You know what I mean? And obviously, we would hope Newcastle can do well. Still early doors, but on watch from certain things. Will Eddie be manager by the end of the season if this season doesn't go to plan? Queen of Hearts is going one step further with that. Our owners have their ambitions. Damn right they have. You get me? Business wise, anyway, and it is a results business. Facts. That question I would have preferred later on in the season, but that's come very thick and fast. Pause. You get me? But yeah, the question's out there. This is what we're here for. Q&As. If he doesn't, God boy, it depends what the plan is, though. What if you finish 10th, no trophies? Will he still be here? I think they'll put everything. You have to look at the context of things by the end of the season, innit? But finishing 10th, whether we've got 3 games every week or not, or whatever, bruv, I'm not having that. That would be disastrous. And this is why I'm on the verge of being concerned of not scoring goals as it stands, because it's so good saying, oh, don't worry, Specs, it's early doors. But if we're in the same position around December time, then what? And December's around the corner. Don't ever get effing twisted. So watch this space. But Eddie's my guy, so we'll see. Get me early doors. I'm not gonna get over. You know what I mean? Big up to I Like Coffee. Big up to the Newcastle crew. Shout out to Owen Cassie. You see Isak today. He looked so happy. Fuck you know. I wasn't concentrating on his happiness, but big up to Owen. But I definitely saw him score a goal. Well, I saw the clipbacks. They were forced into a mistake, and it was a good finish. And that's what Isak does. We know what he can do. Do you get what I'm saying? But big up, man. Big up to all the chats in there, though. I'm trying to get through them for a wrap up. Big up to NUFC Truth, bro. Big up if I missed anyone's comments, but it's in there. You can see it there anyway. Number 14 is the most disloyal player in recent times that I can think of. That play, it's nasty work, mate. I'm glad you called him number 14. That's what I'll be calling him. You know what I'm saying? Lion Point, I don't see Eddie being gone after this season. But if the next couple of transfer windows go poorly, which is on the board as well, by the way, but I'm with you on that, then he'll be on the hot seat. And the saddest thing is, at the end of the day, even if the board know it's on them or they fucked up, it's all the guy, as you said, in the hot seat that will get all the flack and all the blame. You know what I mean? And sacked. It's a result business, as you said. Arguably, he's on the hot seat now. I hear that. Specs, just watch. You just watch, Specs. We can't score. We can't score. Those teams can score. We don't. And we have little chances we're not taking as well. I hear you. We can't. We can't score. We can't score. We don't. This European giants. We've won one champs game in 20 years. Fuck you know, bro. You got your facts there right now. I think it's more than that. I swear it was. Was it 23 years or was it 20 years? Sure, it was 23 years ago. But anyway, same thing. I hear you. But still early doors, man. Let's just have hope. You get me? But like you say, you usually say things and you mean it, and it doesn't happen. It's fucked. So we'll see. At this moment, we're looking weak up without 14 facts, and you don't even want to say that. Well, the reality is there. You know what I'm saying? Until we start winning against your Bournemouths, and that's why I was disappointed. Even though I knew it's a hard way going away, and seeing how Eddie Howe set it up, just like the Leeds game, a few players came in, so I was thinking they will have energy and fight for the opportunity. But it seemed like we just set up just like anything shitty old game. And again, if you want to compete, you got to, especially, yes, you can be a bit cautious because you don't ever beat Bournemouth, but you got to try and beat them, bro. Because don't get it twisted. Don't think Bournemouth ain't trying to compete as it stands for Europe. They're definitely competing for Europe, and they're not in Europe, so they can put all the eggs in one basket and really go for this. So that's the kind of teams. We got a point. We never lost. That would have been devastating. And Bournemouth could have went second in that moment if they had beat us. But it weren't to be. You get me? But we can't call ourselves a big club. Smoker said, can't call ourselves a big club yet. Okay. Isaac Hayden, 14 is black and white, through and through. Also happy retirement to Tim Krul. I didn't even know he retired. Is that real? Big up to I Like Coffee. Tim Krul was a real one, boy. Specs Eddie Howe's been best season was 3 years ago. The team had no fear. I used to like that, by the way. We had no fear and bare direct. 5 losses. That was crazy. Best defense with Wilson, 18 goals. Yes, we won the cup. But man, you got us champs. Man, you know what? That's a bit hot. I hear you. It is a 38 game season, but fucking hell. We lost to Everton. We bottled it. And Man United did do us a favour come the end. Because that whole 38 games could have meant for nothing. So I hear you in that sense, but yeah, it was a 38 game season. But Man United got us Champions League. We lost to Everton. That was horrible, by the way. Definitely bottled it. And Arsenal lost to Everton. Arsenal, we were poor. Yeah. I actually thought we could have finished second that season, come towards the end, but it wasn't to be. Obviously not. Facts. Even if we were winning, it still be years before we can call ourselves a big club. Lion Point agrees with Smokey there. I hear that. Well, actually, I have an opinion on that, but it's good that that's what you don't think. That's your opinions. Not a big club. Definitely not a Liverpool and them teams. Yeah, that takes a very long time. Or the Arsenals or even the Chelseas, the Cities. This is a defining season for how. Okay, I heard a few people say that. That's a bit mad still. Okay. Well, all depends what happens, innit? It's all ifs and buts. At the end of the season, it could be defining. Cruz done. Damn. Big up to the man that made me a Newcastle fan. Yeah. Tim Krul. Yeah, he was a proper keeper, boy. Like, he was dope. You get me? You don't see specs. If we have top players, we don't see ambition. If our top players don't see ambition, they will leave. Like Isak. Oh, I've already been speaking that. You know, it's only so long until they're like, I want a different challenge. As Isak Sokol said, sorry, players came. So Isak, I'm sorry, players came here to win, not watch average players. Are you sure they came to win, not watch average players come in? Especially in our transfer window in the beginning was when it's all tits up. Players like a challenge, and we signed. Yeah, say no more, bro. You're just not. I hear you, bro. Big up King and big up to Mr. Bat each and every time. Shout out to all the internationals, man. Shout out to everyone overseas. You get me? Shout out to Mr. Bat, man. And coming from Singapore and that night owl settings all day long. Definitely gonna wrap up. This gonna be the last few comments. And by the way, guys, I appreciate everyone that's been in here, stayed in there, who's came in here halfway, who's here from the beginning. Big up to the silent listeners. Big up to those who can't sleep. Big up to those just chilling, listening. It's about Q&As. I love Q&As. I prefer Q&As. I prefer by myself, as long as there's people in the chat to have conversations with, and everyone else joins in, and we'll have a conversation about our clubs or games coming up and all that. Specs Wigan won a cup. It must be a top manager. Martin must be a top manager if how it is. Sorry, he's an average. Okay, he's an average cup. Let's be honest. The FA Cup means more. Yeah, when Palace won it, I was low key hating still. I'm not gonna lie, but cup's a cup in it. But I hear you. I hope you're well, Mr. Bat. Big up to the mods. Big up to the Queen of Hearts. The mods are awake right now. BBK Sports Bomber Club. Love for the love. Big up to the chat. Big up BBK. He was on there last night. You get me? Soon wrap up. That's my guy. Go check him out, man. Is Palace manager better than how he's won 2 trophies? Boy, he's definitely up there. I'll tell you that. Someone asked me the other day. Almost a trick question, but yeah. Well, I guess. Well, you tell me what you think. NUFC truth. Are you? I suppose you're thinking Glasner's a better. I don't think neither either. I think they're both dope. Question is Murphy better than Ilanga? I think they're both complete different players, but what Murphy is hot and cold. But what Murphy will give you on a shit day or not, he might get you a goal, but he will definitely get you an assist. Definitely get you an assist. But as it stands, I'm still starting Ilanga. Even though I said he's on not fraud watch, but he's on watch because he turned up against Barcelona. That's the kind of Langa I want to see. Not just in that game and then fucking the next game you're dead out. You get what I'm saying? So he's on watch. All the new players are on watch. Walter Mane got his debut goal, but he's on watch too. Everyone's on watch. I want to see how this shit clicks. It ain't clicked yet. And I'm sick of this 3 at the back and all this shit. The same. You've done it twice now away from home. Leeds and Bournemouth. I don't know what this new trend is with that. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Watch man who shall not be named in your streets scored his first of many earlier. Say no more, but we will say it out loud. Yeah. Alexander Isak. Is he going to be the new great for Liverpool? Yes, he is. Let's keep it a buck in it. He's off the mark. That's what it takes. And that's it. Then you got EKITIKE. He's got something to say about that. Gakpo, Salah. It's ridiculous. Young Rio. All these, man. It's crazy. Yeah, big up, man. I'm gonna wrap up soon anyway. So big up for coming in the stream. Big up to everyone that hit those like buttons. If you haven't yet, bless up. Just hit those likes. Just try and get it to 40 if you can. It'd be appreciated. Like I said before, if you ain't subbed, if you ain't yet, hit that sub. We do this or I do this. But yeah, appreciate it. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to BBK. I didn't even know. My man kept that quiet and humble. Big up to BBK in the building. Happy Earthstrong, brother. Obviously, many more. I'm going to give you a text in a bit. Top managers win trophies, and I'm sorry, he's proven he's better with less money. Bruv, big up to your opinion, bro. But the question is, NUFC truth, are you happy with how anyway? Are you cool at the moment with how at the helm? Because it sounds like you're not really on this how business. Let me know what you're saying, bro. Or if you rate him or what's your overall ratings of him so far since he's been here. I'm Murphy's biggest fan. There's a few people, a lot of people that are not onto him, but some people, you get me. Murphy's hot and cold, but you know with Murphy, he's a Newcastle United fan by heart. You've seen the pictures of him young with the same old school shirt that I've got when I was young. You get what I'm saying? He's a Newcastle fan and he plays for the shirt. Doesn't moan, gets on with it. Man got bare GAs or bare assists. Him and Isak were going on mad last season. Still never got a sniff for a lot of moment in the England team. Gets on with it. Langa's coming and it started a few games already. He just gets on with it. You get what I'm saying? So each and every time, big up BBK, man. Big up on your Earthstrong, bro. I'm gonna message you, brother. You get me? But yeah. But on that note, people, them man, I have to definitely wrap up. But these comments ain't finished yet. Let me try and go over some comments. Big up NFC Truth. I see your comment there, bro. Well done, Liverpool, for ruining our season. I think they're gonna ruin a lot of people's fucking season. Shout out JJ. Big up JJ in the building. Keep forgetting to fucking mod you, bro. I'm gonna mod you up still. But yeah, big up JJ. You get me? All the way from Canada and that. Another Chelsea fan in the building. Mr. Bat coming from Singapore right now. EKITIKE with their head loss. Man got second yellow card. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier, man. Get me? Madness. Man got a second yellow for taking his jersey off, showing his name, saying, don't forget about me. Get me? It's not all about Isak. That's what it sounded like. Big up to the Night Owls. Big up to Queens. Yeah. Come on. You know the night owl emojis. That's what we do, man. Night owl settings. Soon wrap up. Appreciate everyone that came inside. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the answer to that is the rated how and etc. You say no, you're not. You don't trust him with his signings. Coach, brilliant in game management, terrible, bro. I can't back a manager who hasn't improved. I think it's a bit harsh. I think he has improved in the sense of, I know you said it's just a cup, but he's won us a cup. What he's done for the club, but you're probably looking at it in-house with our club. I think you still need some time to see if he can carry on elevating. Because the only way is up or the only way is down, innit? But nah, big up to your opinion, bro. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, big up JJ, man. I'm gonna mod you straight after this still. Like, I thought I did it already, bro. I'll be real. That's crazy. How other channels modded you before. That's mad. My bad, bro. Shout out to Football Fever all the way from the States. Specs, bro. We give you lot the chance to get. I know, bro. I know. EKITIKE, but you lot chose to fight, and then we lost. And then that's when you got man like NUFC Truth in there. He's called out certain things and he's pissed. You know what I'm saying? You feel Eddie Howe has hit his levels, and we need that big name manager. Sorry, Eddie has no pull for top players. And I've heard that narrative from a few Newcastle fans, even Strasbourg Steve, big up to him. He's saying he wants to change now, just in general. I find it a bit bizarre, but the beauty about these Q&As and just football fans in general, we all have our opinions. And we can get passionate and not like each other's opinions, but I think it's mad interesting. Like you and others full of that NUFC Truth. You get me? A big up to you. Isak with the first goal, bro. Yeah. Got forced to them. Get me? What's his name? McCarthy done nonsense. The press. You give Isak a moment and a chance, he ain't gonna fuck that up. He's a finisher. He's all round. So could this be the start or something mental? Which you've already got something mental already going on because you're not clicked, you're not played that well. Ekitike's banging in goals on form. Scary. Every season is always predictable, Queen of Hearts says, which is why I like a manager's style to be different, to have versatility. I agree with that part. Can Eddie have that? Hasn't got a plan B, not in game anyway. Every season is a fresh start to see change, in my opinion. I hear that. Good comment. Big up to you, Mr. Bat. Come on, the night owl session crew. Bless up Specs and the legend Night Owls in the chat. Yeah, big up to all the Night Owls in the chat as well, man. Get me back them lot. There ain't no bloody Night Owls fucking sessions. You know, like that. You get what I'm saying? Specs, Isak's problem, he should have found a striker earlier when Wilson left. The whole that was my grape as well. I can't forgive him for panic buying Voldemade because buying pulled out it, and it did, and paying double what they offered. Sorry, and I heard that, but let's hope it does pay off though. In actually truth, once upon a time they said we paid. Was that a panic buy though? We overpaid for Isak. Now look, you get me, bro. So the jury's still out. Big up to all 29 of you left here. Man got a fucking goal, get rest, got work, and then obviously got the Newcastle Bradford game where we watched the game and just have the same chat we're having it now while the game's going on. It's just the same thing, just a watch along. So was it 7:45 tonight? If you're there for it, put your bells on if you want to have a chat and enjoy, and everyone can chat. And the Night Owl crew, let's do this. Then obviously the Arsenal game, Newcastle on the weekend. I'm definitely doing a live watch along for that on Sunday, 4:30 p.m. But before that, obviously, I do the Night Owl settings most days by myself or with the man them. And I like to have these Q&A questions. You get me? So we will be doing this same run time-ish that you saw me come on. Madman times, but I'm all here for it. So love and leave you all. Specs, bro. That Isak celebration is now piss off, bro. I when I saw that, I switched it off anyway. I couldn't believe you went and did that. I thought, oh, that's his trademark. To do it in red. You had to bring that shit up in it. It's cold. No, you've already seen that celebration. You just seen it's cold because you've seen it in your colors. It did look mental. While he went, oh, it's meant. Yeah, done against you in the final at most clubs, and now he's in it for your team. And lo and behold, he scores at Anfield against us and does that. He can never be that disrespectful, could he? Nah, Isak wouldn't do that, would he? score against Newcastle at Anfield or score the winner or some shit and do that and smile. Nah, fuck that. You can never come to Newcastle again. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. The man, I'm doing that. Yeah. You lot are jokes. Big up, chills. Anyway, big up to 30 of you left in there, man. Like I said, trying to get one more like to 40. If anyone in there can hit that like before I wrap up to get to 40, it'd be much appreciated. You get me? I appreciate like even being in there. If you haven't subbed, feel free to sub. If any of you have just come in there and haven't hit that like button to make it 40 likes, please do. It really helps. NFC Truth is still at it, boy. Blood clot specs. What? Oh yeah, no, he's cold. That Porto striker, what's his name? I swear he got injured, or is he fit again? But yeah, what's his name? I can't pronounce his name. That was one who got linked to. It was him. Walter Made came out the blue, but people were mentioning Walter Made, that player from Porto, and there was another one. I can't remember. What's the upender? Yeah, but NFC knows his shit, boy. He is cold. Man says slap. Oh, JJ. Trust me, that's going to be a big one. We'll chat about it tomorrow and so on. You get me? Let's hope Newcastle do. That's going to be a big one. You get me? Try to wrap up, but the comments are still coming in there. Nah, bro, he ain't going do that against you lot. Bro, I want to put it fucking past him, bro. That will cause a riot, you know, at Anfield. Even the cause of a riot. You get me? He's a madman. But yeah, big up to all the chats, bro. Imagine Isak doing that. Scoring a winner against Newcastle at Anfield. That's it. Yeah. Sammy, big up NFC. Yeah. He's cold, bro. He's cold. You get me? But yeah, we've got to 40. Thanks for hitting to 40 before I come out. This looks weird seeing 39 likes before I come out of there. So appreciate whoever that was that pressed the like. You get me? Big up. But yeah, Sammy, that's it, Mr. Bat. Yeah. Big up. But on that note, everyone, you know the usual. Some of you already know. You catch me on my own more time or whoever, we engage like this. It doesn't work if you can't engage like this. The usual times, in it, UK time anyway, like 1:30, sometimes 1 o'clock, 1:30. And then yeah, that's why it's for the night owl sessions. Something for everyone, you know what I mean? That's it. Did he? Openda went to Juventus. Did he? But I swear I saw him play one of the first games for Porto. Am I going mad? No, I got to do my research. Please tell me I'm going mad that he didn't really write that. He loves Newcastle, even though you don't despise him. He don't love Newcastle, bro. He loves his career and ambition, and rightly so. But don't expect to not get fucking gunshots fired back. You know when you're doing madness. You get me? Okay, chills. Stop it. Shout out to Adams, Lennon Adams. He's at the new Liverpool number 9. Well, he is. That's what I saw in his shirt today when he scored. Fucking hell. Shout out to everyone, man. Hit that like if you're just coming in, man, before we wrap up. You can watch the show back. Hit a sub if you're new to this. Good night. Bless up, JJ. You're gonna go now, man. Big up, JJ, real one from Canada. You feel me? Big Chelsea fan. Big up to the night owl guy with the night owl emojis. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, and you chills. You get me? All of you have a good night or good evening or wherever you are in the world. Have a good sleep or whatever. You get me? Because I appreciate you lot 100%. It's 10:40 over there in Canada. See it there? Mad thing. Different time zones. You get me? So everyone's got different reasons for tuning in. Get me? Specs, you will turn LFC supporter soon. You are guy, man. Big up to all the guys from America. You're fucking crazy. Man, you thinking to see me here? Sitting in an Adidas fucking Liverpool shirt. You're getting mad. Big up to Liverpool fans though. But you're getting mad. You get me? A pender left. Oh, sorry, I'm getting mixed up with the other Samu. Sorry. Yeah, but even that though, bro, I didn't know Pender left lies, bitch. I didn't even know that. No one spoke about that, bro. Why did I hear about that? That's crazy for me to not hear about that. No one told me about that. Big up NFC. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, man. Get me, but yeah, get some rest, Spexy. I need a little rest still. Long day ahead again. Then obviously the next watch along at 7:45. See you later. Hundo, bless up, man. I'll catch you later. Specs, bro. Yeah. All love, man. Big up Football Fever. Shout out to even the silent listeners in there. And you know what? It's been a good show, man. That's my best attributes when I got people to engage with and I get to just have all the talk for myself back to all you lot and have a group community conversation. I do love that. I'm not gonna lie. We catch some jokes. It's late to some people in parts of the world. It's not. So yeah. On that note, big up to the mods. Big up Queen of Hearts coming in, modding, always showing love. JJ, I'm gonna sort your shit out in a minute. I'm gonna come up here, and yeah, man. Big up for the likes, man, and the subs. Peace and out. Catch you tomorrow, probably around the same time. I've got to do the Newcastle game first. We have more conversations. Peace and love. I'm out. I appreciate you guys. Bless.